Afternoon. So I decided that I wanted to share. I've been at home maybe kind of 2 weeks, perhaps a week and a half, 2 weeks, I guess. And it's not been all bad. So how am I getting through my days? I'm not at work. I physically and emotionally just couldn't do it. I still have a lot of kind of healing to do physically and emotionally, so no, I'm not at work. I think it's a lot easier for the partner if they're at work for 8 hours of a day. So I make sure that I get up with Dale or just after Dale, so I'm not spending all day in bed. Although I think that if you really needed it, it'd probably be quite a therapeutic thing, maybe, just to have that day in bed. I don't know. However, I'm not the type to spend the entire day in bed, so it doesn't work for me. So I'm up making sure I have my breakfast. I have to have salt baths still, so I have my bath in the morning. If I've not got an appointment or someone coming around, catching up with someone for coffee, I have a park nearby, so I go for a walk in the morning, have my lunch. I don't watch that much TV. We don't have Foxtel or, pay TV. So not much on as far as TV anyway, midday wise. It's a bit depressing. So try and get things done around the house. I've added blogging to my list of things to do, gardening, getting the dishes cleared up, getting the laundry done. I always try and in the last week or so, or this week and next week, I'm making sure that I've at least got an appointment booked in, or I'm catching up with someone for coffee. Every day I've got one main thing that's happening, or I go for 2 walks. A walk in the morning, and then a walk in mid-afternoon. I've had amazing people just calling me randomly, sporadically throughout the day and everything. So it's been nice to chat about things with people just quickly through, during the day. I've had lots of texts from people during the day and everything. So I have a to-do list, so that if I kind of get bored and need a distraction, I've got things that I can be working on or planning or researching. I certainly have times during the day where I feel like I want a big black hole to suck me into it. And then I kind of sit in that moment and feel like complete crap, and then I go and do the next thing, or I move on from what I'm doing, or I take a really deep breath, take a good couple of breaths and just move on, kind of get going with the next task. It's kind of 1 hour after another, one step after the other. You just kind of move on. Just, I'm not moving on to the next month. I'm just moving on to the next task, the next moment. I'm actually having, on the good days, there's more good moments than bad moments. There's little things that will come up, that life has that, I really can't deal with, that I find really difficult, much more difficult than I previously would have found it. I feel like sometimes I really need someone to hold my hand through things. And it's like, this is impossible. This is impossible. How am I gonna, how do I deal with this? I feel like I need to work on my memory, my concentration, my energy, my fitness, my health. This whole bag of tricks needs to be fixed up. There's a lot that I need to work on. So I am also going to work on so I essentially, I'm a bit of a structure person, so I've got rules for myself. You know, I have to get up around the 8 o'clock mark. I have to have my 3 meals a day. And now we're kind of surrounded by my antibiotics, which have finished, so, but I still make a real point of having my, you know, eating. I see it as a really easy thing for someone to kind of fall into not eating or just not participating in the kind of the day, and, you know, having your meals during your day are really, you know, they're a small thing but a very important and healthy thing to be doing, is to really to participate in the day in some way and not just wallow. I feel like total crap sometimes, and I'll just lie there and cry. And I'll cry and cry and cry until I've cried myself out, and then I'm like, okay, I have to, let's do the next thing. What's the next thing? Okay, I'm going to go for a walk. It's like ripping myself off of the bed, whacking on the big sunglasses and going for a walk and just breathing. And, you know, usually after I've, you know, I've been really proud of myself for, you know, I had a really good cry, and, you know, then it's okay. You know, I'm you know, really impressed with myself. I've gotten up out of the bed. I've moved on to the next thing. You know, I haven't, you know, cured cancer. I've just been able to move on to the next thing after feeling so horrendous. You know, I really give myself kudos for making those really small steps, for those really small achievements. I think they're really important. I've realized I'm kind of the type of person that I can very much handle time by myself, time alone. But I've never appreciated family and friends more than I do right now. Especially having friends check in on me. You know, our friends choose, you know, we choose our friends. You know, sometimes they're accidentally placed in front of us, or, you know, our family are, you know, there, and that's just the easy part. But to have friends that are so amazing, that stick by you, that check in on you, that call, and it's been such a gift, and I've never really had as much appreciation or need. I've never really had a need for friends like I really have a need for friends right now. Having people kind of, you know, let's catch up, let's do this, not let me know when you want to catch up. It's like, how's Friday at 1 o'clock? And I'm like, okay, let's do Friday at 1 o'clock. Give me a choice and I'll be ho-hum about it. Tell me what we're doing and I'll just do it. It's I don't know, I think it might change me a little bit. I've realised how much Chloe's actually already started to change me. You know, dear Chloe was only in our life, you know, she was in my life for 9 months and in our lives for 6 days, and I had the great pleasure of getting to know her personality in 6 days. She was a fighter. She was a fighter, and she was a little on the stubborn side, which I'm really proud of. But she's created it's absolutely a horrendous thing, the fact that she was taken from us so quickly, that she wasn't given the chance at the life that, you know, we so desperately wanted to provide for her and we're so excited to give to her. But a positive in her passing has really been the fact that, you know, people that I wouldn't have much to do with right now or would feel quite awkward about being around, I couldn't give a flying rat's, because the problems that I used to have with them are eclipsed now by Chloe. I hope Chloe has made me a better person.